Welcome to the online classes from Dhaka Secondary School, North Karachi campus. Assalamu alaikum, students of class 7 in the online class of social studies. We are studying chapter number 15, the struggle for freedom, and I'm your teacher, Miss Usma. Topics of the day are Lord Curzon and Monumento reforms. Lord Curzon, India's viceroy between 1899 and 1905, was one of the most controversial and consequential holder of the post. He established the primary and secondary schools in the subcontinent, and this step allowed children from this region, especially Muslims, to get an education that would lead to entry to the already established higher educational institutions. A step so strongly educated by Sir Syed Ahmad Khan. He set up primary schools and universities. He appreciated and worked for the preservation of Indian culture. The division of Bengal in 1905 into East and West Bengal was Curzon's decision. Eastern Bengal was mainly Muslim and poorer, while Western Bengal was largely Hindu and prosperous. The Hindus opposed this because that part of their trade would go through Chittagong in Eastern Bengal rather than Calcutta in the West. The merchants and landowners of Western Bengal thought they would lose the cheap labor of the poor Muslims, but violence broke out. Even murder attempts were made on British officers. The gulf between the Hindus and Muslims increased and led to the setting up of the Muslim League in 1906. Monumento reforms. The Indian Councils Act 1909, commonly known as the Monumento reforms. Lord Monto was a viceroy and Morley the Secretary of State for India in London. These reforms were the second step towards eventual independence. The reforms were: number 1, regional government in provincial assemblies. Number 2, separate representatives for minorities, for example, Muslims and Sikhs. Number 3, Indians to be appointed in the Viceroy's Executive Council, which was welcomed by the Indians. However, the partition of Bengal was reversed in 1911, which benefited the Hindus, and that was the greatest mistake of British, because the Muslims now began realizing the advantage of higher education. Questions are in front of you. Study them very carefully because this is a timeline which you have in the book. Choose the correct answer. And the last question, complete the statements. Thank you so much.